Good morning, friends. This morning, I wanted to share my opinion on democracies and how to make democracies more functional. As most of us understand, democracy is a form of government where majority vote wins an election and that party and a person goes on to rule the country for a certain amount of time. Now, what's important in making a democracy more functional is that there are no strong affiliations. What I mean by that is, irrespective of what a party does, if a certain percentage of people pre-decide to vote for party X or party Y, then that leaves a policy-based swing very minimal. What I mean by that is, assume 30% of the people decide to vote for party A and another 32% decide to vote for party B, irrespective of any fair reasons. That leaves only a small percentage of voters to really judge the party based on policy and their past performance and swing to what they seem to be as a better party. So this leaves the political parties with very little room or very little incentive to have good performance, have the right type of people, and possibly the right set of future policy. So this leaves very minimal set of people to really swing from one side to other, leaving what we can call as pre-decided strong affiliations or vote banks in maybe the Indian terms. So, to make a democracy more functional, if a larger percentage of us kind of keep our options open and be open-minded to judge a political party based on their recent performance, it could be last 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and possibly the kind of leaders they have, and possibly the outlook and the conversation they seem to be having towards the future, that makes the whole functioning of democracy that much more interesting and fair, because the political parties will have the incentive and motive to have the right type of leaders, possibly perform, and then have their conversation around right set of topics. So that is what I would think is a significant thing. And maybe if currently we have a 32% which is pre-decided voter base on one party and another 35 on another party, that leaves very little room for having this merit-based swing. My timing for this conversation is a little around the US election outcomes and the whole demonetization effort that's going on in India. I see that a lot of people have pre-decided their opinions or sides. They decide, irrespective of what it is, I would support this policy or I would oppose this policy. So my call to action to the listeners and a lot of us who are part of democracies is to be open-minded, listening to what political parties are saying, and then judge to decide based on their merits, their performance, and the kind of leaders they have. Hope this is a decent insight for you, and thank you for your time and watching the video.